going on, guys? This is a dash cancel tutorial. Before I kind of get into the dash cancel tutorial, I kind of want to showcase a couple of things first. First and foremost, the normal attack string that you do. Every character has their whole normal attack string. And the longer you go into the combo, you can obviously cancel during some attacks. So let's say if I hit an attack once and I want to cancel, I can hit block. If I hit block, it'll cancel some recovery frames. You go directly into a block. So like say I do one attack and I hit block. You see how fast that is? So you could do a couple of things like, 1-2 block dodge, 1-2 block dodge, 1 block dodge. It's really cool. I mean, obviously I messed up the input there because I did it too fast, but you could do quite a lot of things by doing that, and it kind of enhances the combat. The combat is not very in-depth compared to like other games, but it makes it a bit more fun to be able to like cancel skills. However, some characters kind of like go that's in the secondary slot suffers from quite a bit. Let me switch to her, for example. So her attacks, she has got her whole attack combo. Looks cool, right? Yeah, well, there's so much recovery. You see that animation she did at the end where she puts her blade away, kind of like slashes it down. That is, I think, present on most of her, most of her skills that you assign, and it leads to a long recovery. So then I want to get into the dodge cancel. So let me switch back to Yumi real quick. So if I try dodging just normally without canceling, this is how it would look, right? Now some might think this is actually fast, right? It's not really fast. This is very slow, and you're not going to cover much ground with that. However, say if you cancel dodge, you can go even faster. So like now look at this. I mean, now notice the difference in speed you can travel. And it's very relevant in difference, and it's even more relevant when and noticeable when you're locked onto a target, because you'll be able to maneuver around them really quick. Now the reason I picked Go is to illustrate something. So Go has a roll as a dodge, right? Not very good. For starters, it's slow, and secondly, it goes very short distance. And if you chain them back to back, which you can, but they're not gonna be as effective as, say, like Yumi's dodge cancel, for example. So like I'm chaining them. That's not fast. And this is like with me timing it correctly. I mean, I'm not trying to really like shit on the character, but like she has so much bad versus positive. She has more bad than she's got more cons than pros. Let me just put it that way. I mean, her animations of her skills and stuff, like they look cool and stuff, right? But now look at this, like that's how long the recovery is, and you can still get hit during that. It's really, really long. And it's not to say the other characters don't have long recoveries, because even Yumi and some of the other characters have long recoveries for certain skills, but you pick the skills that are effective and also have less recovery. Some skills you can actually hit block at the end of the skill to cancel recovery and go directly into an offense, which is very handy. I don't remember exactly which ones for her, but in general, how to do this. So I'll explain how to do this. So basically, what you want to do is hold block and then tap dodge. Now, most of the characters, you're going to have to time it at a perfect time for it to chain very smoothly. If you time it wrong, you're not gonna be able to. So I'm doing it slow, but if you do it fast, like look how fast you can. So you basically hold block and then tap dodge, but you have to tap dodge, and the second time you tap dodge is basically at the end of the frame. And if you tap the dodge button at the end of the frame, now keep in mind you're holding block the entire time during this whole dodge cancel. So stuff like, you know, you can do an attack, throw a shuriken, and dodge back in. Or you can do an attack, throw shuriken, hold block during, after, like literally right after the shuriken, and then you can dodge again. Right? And dodge. I did it incorrectly, but you can do that. Or you don't even need to do that, honestly. Go right in instantly. Block is not really needed there. So, I mean, the reason I say that is because, like, you can do quite a bit of stuff with that. I mean, it's just more for, like, making your combat experience a bit more versatile. You have more options. And, yeah. So let me go back and switch to two other characters. So we're gonna pick Miyabi and Yuki, just because I have to explain something with these two. Yuki and Miyabi. I'm gonna go to the same map. It's open, and I don't have to go and wait and deal with enemies and stuff. This way I can explain this, and it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so the reason I picked these two is because, you know, the rest of the cast, excluding Yuki, which is the character I'm playing with right now, and Go. The rest of them have a normal dodge as a dodge, so they, you know, they do a dodge forward. Whereas Go has the roll, and I believe she has a cartwheel, yeah, spin, yeah, which is not the same. So you can chain hers too, like, but it's not, like you said, it doesn't go very far. It's not very fast. You can't really take full advantage of it, honestly. It's a shame, because as a character, I think this character is actually really fun. However, you're gonna have to utilize, you know, when you play certain characters like her or Go, you're gonna have to utilize the fact that their dodges are different. So doing the cancel, while it can work, it's not very fluid. Now look at Miyabi, for example. This is easily the most busted character in the game, and by busted I mean like she can cancel anything. By anything I mean like if I do an attack, I throw a shuriken, I can come back in, and it's very fast. So like that. So like, and then her movement alone, like the dodge cancel that I showed with Yumi, is much faster. Like look how fast this is. So you can do it's the same thing, same concept I said. Yumi, she's got her whole normal combo. And you can cancel. So you can do it. Like if you do it right, you could do quite a bit of stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to showcase without locking onto an enemy. Also, the dodge cancel, the reason, I don't know why it locked on over there. Come on, game, it's right here. The reason I said the dodge cancel is because you could do an attack, and then you can dodge and cross up the enemy, basically get behind them. When you get behind the enemy, you basically do more damage, you do more break damage, and it's just a nice way. If I timed it right, that would have been... So it's basically kind of like that. So you get behind them, you know, you could do a lot. That was kind of just the example I wanted to show. There's no reason to really go and fight any enemies, but there's a lot you can do, and the game is kind of limited. Even the jump attack, you can block cancel it with her, and that's huge because normally this has recovery. Now hers doesn't have as much, like say hers maybe. You could block hers as well, but like I think Go's jumping attack, which is has more recovery, but you can't block cancel it, you can only like jump it, which is really weird. It just adds more weirdness to that character that is already enough as it is. But yeah, that's honestly really what I wanted to show. It's something to help with combat, and it's not something obviously explained because this is stuff I figured out. So just to kind of go over summary, you have when you attack, you can hit block to cancel the animations. And I would advise push and hold block after the attack. So like if you press one square and then hold block, then you can dodge, right? So say if I do. So you can chain that, so you can go like, if I did it a bit more fluid, like that, for example, right? You could use that to your advantage to just, it helps with it quite a bit. And this is more just honestly for anyone who wants to step up their game and just like do some cool, stylish shit that isn't really relevant with the game, that you know, it's not really like, it's not something that you really see, because you're like I said, you're really limited with your skill set, and you don't really have too much. And I believe she also has like certain skills that also cancel real quickly. For example, I believe this skill, this one, not this one. This one has recovery. She has one of the skills, I don't remember exactly. She has a couple skills where you can go directly into a block state and cancel recoveries. But anyway, that's kind of like the entire like gist of this video. Is like what I was wanting to try to do is explain, you know, just to go over again: attack, dodge, cancel, attack, dodge, sorry, attack, block, 1, 2, block, 1, 2, 3, block, 1, 2, block. It's something cool to practice and get better. It's really a nice way to extend combos and stuff like that. You do also know that when you attack and swap characters, they have if you attack, they have a animation attack that they have to commit to, and what you would typically want to do is use a ninja art as they come in, so like something that has less recovery or so like you do an attack, you call her or something, and then that's it, and then you know you can cancel right into something else, and that's how you kind of take advantage of the whole character swap animation that you're kind of like stuck in, and you can take that to your advantage, so you don't have to like deal with recovery and stuff like that. That's kind of like my whole point with this thing, is you have options to cancel. So her attack combos are, you know, she could do the same thing, or she can cancel just like any other character. But they're fluid, but they're not like her fluid, if that makes sense. Like her combat fluidity is easily on number one. Like there's no contest. Other characters that can move probably like close to Yumi's status of dodge canceling, however you want to call it, would be Purple Heart, Black Heart, White Heart. I think White Heart and Green Heart are kind of like their own level. Theirs is pretty good, but they're not as good as like this. Obviously, this is just busted as hell. It's really good, but yeah, I think the only other ones, Asuka and Homura, their dodge cancel it doesn't go as far. So like, remember how I said her dodge, for example, doesn't go very far. It's kind of like Go's dodge. It doesn't go as far, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, that's the entire thing for the whole tutorial that I was trying to get at. I hope this helps people, and I wish you luck. Try to utilize this skill. It's a very fun way to maneuver around and spice up the combat. Take care, everyone.